All right, good morning and happy Sabbath. Now, if you are still employed at your workplace and you're still facing hostility amongst your coworkers and managers and shift leaders and higher ups, it's because of jealousy. It's because of jealousy, and it's your divine light that they cannot destroy. So what happens is they're going to try their best to make you out to be this horrible worker by finding shenanigan fault in you. Okay, now this is what I've experienced lately. This is what's going on. So I'm teaching because I'm a vessel. Y'all remember that I'm being led. They don't know exactly why I'm there. Even if I've tell them and told them over and over, they don't believe it. These are unbelievers. I am there as an example, being led through these situations to serve God purpose. So I'm going to be the one who's going to be taking these lickings, and people will see at the end why God uses his chosen ones in certain places. Once again, the unbelievers don't care and they don't believe it. So they go with what they are allowed to perform. These acts are allowed. You see what I'm saying? So look, this is what I'm also experiencing. Now these are levels. It's at another level now. Okay, you may have co-workers who don't like you, and they stare at you and they envy you, they jealous you, especially when you don't even deal with them, when you're there to do your job and maintain, stay in your own little world, and because you want to stay out of shenanigans, you don't want to be led to temptation with gossip, meddling, doing things that's not appropriate at the workplace and appropriate by God's sight. So they don't understand that. They don't understand why you have this strength and this courage. So what they do is watch you. They watch you. Now, at first I've been questioning this on what's going on and why they watch you. I know why. I've witnessed at least a couple of my coworkers that watch me, and they go back and tell the higher ups what little shenanigan thing that you may do or may not do, and they make it out to be this big issue, this big old flaw about you. Once again, they're jealous of your performance as it is. So they watch you and look at you to try to find some type of small fault in you and blow it out as if you was this horrible worker because they don't like your shine. You overshine and you outshine everybody. And yes, the littlest thing matters to them. It makes them feel up because now they have something on you. You see what I'm saying? Just stupid. But see, this is part of their plots and schemes. Remember this, Psalm 37:7. Okay, cool. Now, how I know that is when these people go and report, all of a sudden the higher ups is watching, paying attention, and pointing out whatever flaw that they might didn't see but somebody else saw. Now, how do someone just come in out of nowhere and go to your fault, go immediate to your fault, or blur out what you may do or may not do because they have micromanagers watching? Now, micromanagers don't have to be literally managers. They could just be their pet. They could be regular employees and their pets who's micromanaging you. Now, one of them came and asked me, who is the micromanager you talk about? Because I threw it out there out loud that I know that's what you have. I told it to my manager. Now, for the simple fact that the person came to me and questioned it, let me know that it was them who was snitching or telling. And it's not even so much about snitching. It's just running your mouth about nothing, about something I didn't do or something that I did do. Why are you paying attention to me? And see, these are people who are slackers themselves. These are people who are not pushers. These are people who are not working with all enthusiasm. These are people who disrespect the higher ups. These are people who don't care about their beings at the workplace. But see how you work with all enthusiasm and they are at all with you and you outshine them. You put them to shame because you work with all enthusiasm. So whatever little stupid fault that you may or may not do, You see what I'm saying? Hold on. See, there go right there. You see what I'm saying? And unfortunately, if the higher ups are jealous of you, and or if they rather stick by the shenanigan people at the workplace, they will jump in on and say, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go on and handle that," because they're jealous too. It's deep, y'all. Yes, the higher ups could be jealous too. This is not a game. This is spiritual warfare by the end of the day. When you speak like that, they don't understand that. But that don't mean that you can't keep speaking on that. That don't mean that you can't keep living by that. No, the devil is a liar from the pits of hell. Anybody come to you, the higher ups, the HR, whoever, police, you let them know from the bottom of your heart that this is a spiritual warfare. So let me tell you something. When you live by God's means to serve his purpose, and you keep it 100 all the days of your life to get sure return, let me tell you something. He is at all with that. He's pleasing with that. You don't, no, I ain't gonna say that, because they may not understand that, so I got to go it around about another way. No, that's of the world. No, we're not here to sugarcoat nothing. We keep it 100 all the way. That's why they're mad at you. That's why they watch you. That's why they plot things against you. And they so crazy and stupid about it. They really put their all into it just to be destroyed, just to be defeated. It's annoying. It's petty, it's stupid, it's frustrating, but you are there all the way to the end of God's purpose. And watch what I tell you. You are going to come on top. You are going to defeat these people, and they are going to fold and submit to you. And they're going to know who your God is. They are going to know. I told y'all about the reaping and sowing season. We want these people to get their vengeance. We want God to avenge us of them. Yeah, we want that. But at the same time, we got to slow it up, because they may not reap what they're doing to us right away. Like I said, sometimes it happens right away, and sometimes it may take years. The longer, the worse it is for them, because now at this point, they're getting comfortable with their plots and schemes and how they're working their wickedness against God's chosen ones. So that's worse, right? Okay, then you can't tell people that you wasn't warned. You can't say, "Oh, well, I didn't know." No, because it's prolonged, and you know what you're doing at this point. That's the reason why if people get they licking red there and that, it won't be that bad, because people make mistakes. People do their own little thing, and they, okay, my bad, But the longer it goes, it's because they think that they are permitted to get away with it. Now, see, they may be allowed to do these things, but that does not mean that they are permitted to get away with it. See, go read about the 10 Commandments. Go watch the movie 10 Commandments with Moses and Pharaoh. They was going back and forth, back and forth. And Pharaoh grew harder and harder, even after the plagues. 10 plagues, 10 plagues. You see what I'm saying? 10 plagues. And he still, see, that was by his choice. He didn't want to do it. He was big-headed. He felt that, I'm in control of this. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm running. And that's how the higher ups think. They love when the co-workers or when their employees go run to them and boo-hoo about another worker. They love it. That's feeding their ego. Huh? See, even if it's petty. If it's petty and the higher ups have time to deal with pettiness, that says a lot. That speaks volume about their position and their ego. Having a higher up position and listen to shenanigans like that, I would not in the world have time for the pettiness. I will find a solution on how to be able to get around it or resolve it, but not be so stronghold as in trying to destroy someone. But once again, it's a spiritual warfare by the end of the day. Just remember that and know that, people. So stay strong at your workplace. Keep doing what you're doing. Look, tighten up on your grip. Don't trip. But just know, even the greatest worker may have a little flaw. But that little flaw is going to be what they want to see, and going to try to put this whole little big shenanigan, horrible worker against you. They'll try to do that, but don't let that bother you. Don't let it defeat you. It just goes to show what what war we in. It tells you what test that we are facing, and it tells you what type of people that you are dealing with. Leave it up to the Lord. Just leave it up to the Lord and stay focused on what you're there to do, and do the best that you can with all enthusiasm for the Lord and not for mankind. And they mad about that too, that you're not even working for them. You're working for God, meaning that you're not a sycophant. Remember, these people who are micromanagers and always, she doing this, yep, I see her. Those are sycophants. Those are suckers. And those are the ones who are going to later on pay for the things that they're doing. You're going to see how they're going to lose the battle. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Happy Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom.